Today, I'm going to be building a team of X Factors to see if they can win the Super Bowl. And I mean, hearing that I have a team of X Factors, you would think that this team is going to be absolutely unstoppable. And I mean, don't get me wrong, we are absolutely loaded, obviously, but we still have a very big issue to deal with, and that issue is the O-line. I mean, that's the only thing that sucks about this team, man. I mean, there's no O-line X Factors in the game, so I had to use tight ends and defensive players. I mean, we have Cameron Hayward, who is a 48 overall. That is obviously terrible. And then Andrews and Kittle are surprisingly our best O-line players. And then we have Jonathan Allen and Max Crosby. And then obviously for the tight end position, we got Travis Kelce and Kyle Pitts. And then for fullback, I decided to go with Derrick Henry. And obviously, Patrick Mahomes is our quarterback. And then for the running back position, we went with Christian McCaffrey and Nick Chubb. And for the wide receiver position, wide receiver 1 is Tyreek Hill. Wide receiver 2 is Justin Jefferson. Wide receiver 3 is Devontae Adams. And wide receiver 4 is Jamar Chase. So other than the O-line, the offense is looking absolutely unstoppable. But this is where I think we're really going to thrive, because as you're about to see, this defense that we have built is absolutely beautiful. So I mean, after seeing that roster, I mean, it's pretty clear that this team is going to be very difficult to beat. But as I said, I am still worried about our O-line. I feel like that's going to be our only weakness. But obviously in week 1, we're going to be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And I mean, it looks like our defense was able to get a stop to start things off. So we have the ball at the 42 right now. I'm just going to hand it off to McCaffrey here. And surprisingly enough, we're actually going to get some blocks from the O-line. I mean, if the O-line can play like that all game, they honestly might not be much of a problem today. I'm going to see if we can go for Adams here, though. And it looks like we're going to hit him for another first down. I mean, I'm not going to lie, man. I thought the O-line was going to let everyone by as soon as we snapped the ball. So I thought Mahomes was going to have to rush it off every time. But so far, they've actually done a pretty good job at blocking. So I'm really hoping they can keep this up. We're going to find Hill as well. On the downside, that is going to bring up a third down. So I mean, we need 6 yards for the first here. If we need our O-line to do some blocking, now is definitely the time for that to happen. And it looks like, come on. Oh, we barely got the first.
2 seconds later.
I mean, since we only need 19 yards here, I'm honestly just going to try and finish it off with Devontae Adams. And hopefully he gets open for us. We kind of had to rush that off. And there it is. We're going to throw an interception on the first drive of the game. I mean, that was pretty bad. I mean, on the bright side, our defense clutched up again. So the Eagles didn't score, and it looks like we are back in scoring position. So hopefully this time we can actually get in the end zone. I mean, that's going to do it right there. Travis Kelce's going to be in for the first touchdown of the day. So that touchdown right there is going to give the lead to the Patriots first. So, I mean, for now, we are up 7-0. But either way, after that, it looks like we were able to get the dub. I mean, Philly kept this game a lot closer than I was expecting it to be. But either way, we're 1-0 to start off the season. But anyways, that's going to bring us to week 2. And this time, it looks like we're going to be taking on the Miami Dolphins, who are also 1-0. And I mean, considering it's only week 2, I don't want to call this like a must-win game or anything like that, but considering it is a divisional game, those are always important. So I feel like it would definitely be nice to get the dub in this one. Obviously, that's going to be a first down from Travis Kelce. So obviously, that's a pretty solid start for the offense. I'm going to try and go for Tyreek off of this play, though. Oh, that's going to be close, but he's going to bring it in for the first. I'm really hoping he can keep playing the way he has been, man. I mean, Mahomes has been throwing lasers all season so far, even though we're only in week 2, but I would expect that because it is Patrick Mahomes, and Jefferson's going to break away for the touchdown. So that's going to put us on the board first. I mean, if you get past the O-line being terrible, it is so fun to use this team, man. I mean, every time you throw the ball, it could go for a touchdown. I mean, that play with Jefferson with any other player, I feel like that probably would have got shut down. But since he's a superhuman, he brought it all the way back for a touchdown. But we're coming back out here in the second quarter. Hold on, McCaffrey, that's a decent pickup. But as you can see by the score, I mean, I'd say we have a chance to put this game away early. We're only in the second quarter, and we're up 21 points right now. And that's going to be another touchdown, because once Hill breaks away, there is no catching him. So we're going to be up 28-0. And it's only the second quarter. So if we somehow blow this lead, I would be amazed. But if anything, I feel like it's just going to get worse for Miami. I mean, it looks like I was right. Things definitely got worse for Miami. I mean, we have a 39-point lead in the fourth quarter. So I'm pretty sure it's safe to say this thing is over. I do want to try and get an interception with the defense here because I don't think we were able to do that last game. So hopefully someone messes up and throws a pick here. I mean, either way, that's going to bring up a third down. So I'm just going to blitz and hopefully we can get to Tua before he gets the ball off here. And there, oh, what a grab by Waddle. That was actually crazy. I mean, we did bring up a third down after that. So one more stop and we take the Dolphins off the field. But I thought we were going to get the pick there. Clearly we missed that. Hold on. He's got to throw that away. And clearly after that, it looks like we were able to go on to get the dub. So we're going to take this one 49-10. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 14 to see what this team was doing. And as you're about to see, we have a very important matchup coming up because we're taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 10-2 and we are 11-1. But anyways, I mean, if we want to get the #1 seed in the AFC, I feel like this is kind of a must-win game for us since Pittsburgh obviously is only one game behind us. That is going to bring up a third down there though. So I mean, we need 6 yards for the first here. I'm just going to try and go for Jefferson. And it looks like that's going to be an absolute dot from Patty Mahomes. So that's a first. I mean, you can't take this guy down either once he gets the ball. I mean, so far today, it's been taking like 3 players to get Jefferson on the ground. So obviously he's been insane lately. But anyways, I mean, surprisingly enough, our one and only loss this season was against the Washington Commanders out of all teams. I thought it would have been against Miami or something like that. Or even like the Dallas Cowboys, because those are really the only 2 like difficult teams that we've played so far, but I wasn't expecting to lose against Washington. But anyways, come on, McCaffrey's gonna break away. So it looks like that's gonna be our first touchdown of the game, and that TD right there is gonna put us up 7-0 to start things off. We're coming back out here in the third quarter though, and it looks like we have a pretty nice lead over the Steelers right now, so hopefully we can score here and make that lead even bigger. I mean, no way McCaffrey is gonna break away again. This guy is gone for a huge touchdown, so that is gonna make this a 3-score lead once again. I cannot believe he keeps getting away for that much yardage. I mean, McCaffrey's been insane today. I mean, this team is making it look way too easy right now. So for the video, here's your proof. I am not on rookie mode. But after that, it looks like we went on to absolutely dog the Steelers. I mean, they did not score a single touchdown all game, so that's gonna be another huge win for the Pats. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 17, and it looks like we have still been tearing through the league. I mean, as you can see, we are 14-1, and we're going to be taking on the Bills, who are 10-5. I mean, we're starting out at the 2-minute warning, and surprisingly enough, we are down 7-3 right now. I mean, we have not really been able to do much of anything so far this game. I got to make sure we take Buffalo off the field here, though, because I'm really not trying to go into halftime down by 2 scores, because the Bills are one of the few teams that we did not touch today, so they still have all of their superstars. That was almost another first down right there too, but since we knocked the ball away, one more stop and we're going to be holding them to a field goal. As much as I'd love to get a pick right now, I just don't think that's going to happen. Actually, I'm going to call a timeout, because since we got that sack, I mean, now we have a chance to try and take the lead before halftime here, or at the very least get into field goal position. That is an absolute dot from Mahomes. So, I mean, I guess that's going to set us up. So now, as long as we don't throw an interception, we should get a field goal at the very least here. Come on, Jefferson. Bring that in. That's another one. The Bills did force a third down after that, though. So, I mean, we need 4 yards for the first here. I'm going to try and go back for Jefferson, who's going to be wide open. I have to burn a timeout after that, though, because, I mean, they brought the clock all the way down to 27 seconds. We still have 1 timeout left, but if we get sacked or anything here, that is probably going to screw us. Come on, Jefferson, get out of bounds. I mean, I wouldn't say Buffalo's really making a stand or anything here, but it's been a lot more difficult to score touchdowns than I thought it was going to be today. I mean, this defense has kind of been all over us, but it looks like we're going to have Justin Jefferson wide open. So that's going to finally be our first touchdown of the game, and that is going to give us the lead right before the half. And I mean, this was by far our most difficult game of the season, but we're still going to barely sneak out with a 1-point win, so we are going to take down Josh Allen and the Bills. I will tell you one thing, though. I mean, after that game, I do not want to see the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs because they honestly might knock us off. But after that game, we're going to sim to the playoffs and see what's up. And it looks like the Pats are going to finish off the season with a 16-1 record to win the division and get the #1 seed. And it looks like we're going to be taking on Joe Shiesty and the Bengals in the divisional round. Pats are going to be starting off with the ball in this one, though. I'm just going to hand it off to McCaffrey and see if he can go off and give us a quick start here. I mean, considering the traffic, that's a decent pickup. Bengals did bring up a 3rd down after that, though. So, I mean, I need somebody to get open for a first here. I'm going to try and go for Jefferson unless Adams can get open like that. And it looks like he's going to be gone. So, as long as we don't get caught here, which it looks like that is not going to happen, Adams is going to be in for the touchdown. And that touchdown is going to give us a very early lead over the Cincinnati Bengals. After that, though, it looks like the Bengals were able to tie things up. So this game could get pretty interesting. I'm going to keep it on the ground with McCaffrey after that, though. And it looks like he is going to get the first down. I'm going to hand it off to McCaffrey again after that, too. Because, I mean, he almost escaped for the touchdown there. If we didn't get pulled in by that one last guy, we probably would have been good. And this time, it looks like we're going to have some open field. So McCaffrey's going to be in for another touchdown. And that is going to put the Patriots back up by 7 points. And it looks like Joe Shiesty actually put up one hell of a fight in this game, but we're going to take this with a 3-point win. So once again, Mahomes is going to get the best of Joe Burrow in the playoffs. And I mean, obviously that dub right there is going to send us to the AFC Championship game. And as I said, the one team that I didn't want to see in the playoffs was the Buffalo Bills. And in the AFC Championship game, we're going to be playing the Buffalo Bills. But I mean, it seems like Mahomes always gets the best of Josh Allen in the playoffs. So I'm hoping that Allen doesn't end up beating him for the first time today, because I mean, if he does, obviously that's going to send us home. But as long as we get the job done in this one, that is going to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. And I mean, so far, I know I said this earlier already, but I mean, now that we're in the playoffs, I'm kind of surprised how good our O-line has been. I mean, at the start, I wasn't sure if it was just going to be a fluke, because that was like our first game or maybe our second game. But I mean, they've held up pretty well all season long. I mean, obviously they made some pretty bad mistakes, but nothing too crazy. I mean, considering there's not a single lineman on our O-line, I mean, it's all defensive players and tight ends. I'd say they've done a pretty good job. I'm gonna see if we can get Hill open here, though. We had to rush that off, but we are gonna get another first down. So 20 yards to go and we're in. I'm gonna keep it on the ground with McCaffrey, though, because he has been unstoppable today. I know we also have Nick Chubb, but he really hasn't been needed because clearly McCaffrey has been absolutely unstoppable. But I'm going to go for one run with Chubb here just to say that I used him, because I mean, he's basically been riding the bench all season. But it looks like Nick Chubb is going to get a touchdown, and that touchdown right there is going to give the lead to the Patriots first in a very important game. And I mean, luckily for us, as you can see, this game was nowhere near as close as it was last time. So Mahomes is going to get the best of Josh Allen again, and that is going to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. But anyways, to end off the season, surprisingly enough, it looks like Dak Prescott is going to be winning MVP. I mean, I thought it was definitely going to be Patrick Mahomes, but in the Super Bowl, it looks like we're going to be taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We couldn't get anything done on our first drive of the game, though. So, I mean, now I guess we'll see if we can take Tampa off the field, because I'm not trying to go down 7-0 here. And we are going to get a sack and force a fumble. We couldn't get the ball, though. I mean, I honestly can't believe that nobody was able to hop onto that. But either way, that's going to be a 20-yard loss. So things are already looking pretty good right now. I gotta make sure. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a short pickup from White. So if they want to get a first down, Baker's gonna need to get 13 yards here. So I mean, as long as they don't get that, we should. Hold on, that's okay. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was gonna be pass interference, but that's gonna take them off the field. I mean, considering our defense is absolutely loaded, I'm kind of butthurt that I wasn't able to get any user interceptions today. I thought I would have at least had one, but apparently not. We're gonna have Justin Jefferson wide open here, though, so that's a first down. I'm gonna switch it up this time, though, and see if we can get Tyreek open. I mean, if he's locked up, I feel like we should have Kelsey. We are getting sacked though. And after that, it looks like Tampa forced another third down. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. The O-line has not been holding up at all today. So I need them to play better because this is clearly our most important game of the season. We're gonna have Devontae Adams wide open though. So that's gonna keep the drive alive. I'm gonna try and go back to this play right here though and see if we can end this drive off. I mean, if Jefferson's locked up again, I'm just gonna go for Kelsey because there is nobody on him and he almost brought it in for a touchdown either way. So I mean, 3 yards to go and we're in for the touchdown. I'm just gonna hand it off to McCaffrey again here because I mean, I feel like he's probably been our most reliable player today. We are going to be 1 yard short, though. We better not be getting taken off the field at the 1 yard line. I mean, that would definitely suck, but hopefully we can get this here. I mean, I really don't trust the O-line at this point because they haven't been great today. But either way, McCaffrey's going to be in. So that is going to be our first touchdown of the game, which is going to give us a 7-0 lead to start things off. And after that, it looks like the Pats went on to absolutely annihilate the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, no surprise. It looks like this super team is going to be getting the job done. I mean, it makes sense because we were absolutely loaded. Looking back, though, I mean, we would have had a perfect season if we didn't lose to the Washington Commanders. I mean, I still can't believe we took an L to them. But either way, as you can see, to end off the season, Patrick Mahomes and the New England Patriots are going to be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy to end off this video. But that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comments section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.